Mont art lesson. And let me take this time to tell you how stoked I am to have this lesson for you. You know, I always found it relaxing watching fish. I wanted my own pond filled with koi. So I've decided to create an indoor koi pond. And this is the result. My indoor koi painting in acrylic on canvas. And in this lesson, we'll be showing you the steps taken to create this lovely koi painting. So let's get into it. Well, let's get rid of this big, blank, intimidating canvas. And we're going to do that by tinting it with cadmium yellow acrylic Silver Series paint. Now that our canvas is tinted, we can add some pearl yellow. Now we can put on our separation layer. And what a separation layer is just a clear coat over the whole canvas. And we'll use acrylic medium gloss for this. Make sure the coat is nice and glassy. I now create my blue and apply it to the canvas. Now just repeat that process and you just watch this canvas come alive. While our pond canvas is drying, let's move on to creating our koi. Now I want my pond canvas to be absolutely brimming with fish. And the quickest way to get down a whole heap of fish is by creating a stencil. To cut out our fish, I'm going to use a Mont hobby knife set. Make sure you keep to the lines. We're going to stencil in our koi now, and to do that I'm using a very translucent mix of Chinese white and acrylic medium gloss. This is where it starts to get really exciting. The trick here is to hold the stencil firmly in place and don't let it move while you're applying the paint. Try to apply the paint a little thinner on the fins and tail, and voila! Well, that's our first fish. Isn't he a beauty? Now let's create a few more. The positioning is totally up to the artist. But as you lay your fish, bear in mind how they group together and how they suggest a flow. How many fish you add is up to you, and remember it's quite okay to overlap them as well. This would occur in a pond. Use the backside of the stencil for a mirror image of the fish too. But make sure it's dry. You don't want any paint transfer. Well, it's time to paint our koi. Now, koi are very colourful little fish, so I'm using the acrylic 12 pack as there's lots of colour choices there. For our brushes, I'm going to use the Gallery brush set, and we've got 8 brushes there to choose from so we can get a wide variety of marks. The first step is to cover the whole fish in yellow, barring the fins. Now cover the koi in orange. As you lay on this colour, create an area that is free of paint on the head. Keep this coat thin, but make sure coverage is good. And I'm applying a darker orange mixed from 1 part orange to 1 part crimson. I don't cover the whole area, I let some of the lighter orange show through to suggest a highlight area. I now apply pure crimson to the other side of my koi, and then apply my white. First I lay in the rear fin area, and then around the head. Again, don't lay this on too thick. It's nice to see a little of the yellow come through. Lay a little onto the lateral fins as well. As the rear fin too. Add some spots, then create a very light grey from a spot of black and white. Paint this in on both sides of the fish's head. This again will give our friend a bit of shape. In regards to the rest of the fish, well, they can be broken into 5 main types. Make sure you get the eye placement just right. You can refer to your cutout to help you. Lay in the mouth as well if you like. After you've laid the eye colour in, cover it with a little bit of white so it's not too strong. To suggest the shadow position, Lay the template onto the left and a little below the fish. Carefully draw around the template. Use the corresponding template and lay in every fish. As you move up the canvas, move the template farther away from the fish. This will suggest the water is deeper. Once we've drawn in the profile lines for our shadows, we can add the colour. And the colour is 6 parts acrylic medium gloss, 3 parts phthalo blue, and 1 part black. So give them a good mix. And lay it on. Use a medium flat for this. The corner will enable you to get into angles and allow a sharp edge. Paint right up to each fish and darken the shadows as you move up the canvas. The last step is we're going to varnish the entire painting with acrylic medium gloss. Now, this will bring everything to the same sheen value and it'll help protect our painting in years to come. So let's get this varnish on. Again, use the wide artist tack-on for this and make sure you have thoroughly cleaned out your brush. Make the strokes long and smooth so the coat is glassy. Well, our painting is finished and I can finally have a koi pond on my wall. We've had a lot of fun creating this lesson, and if you want to see more like it, you'll find loads more lessons in the Mont TV section of our webpage at www.montmarte.net. And while you're there, why not take a look at our blog and join our family feed? You'll also find a link to our Facebook where you can like us and post on our wall. It'd be great to meet you. Well, until next time, keep on painting.